your go-to spot for the latest in space and science news. Today we've got a dramatic story straight out of China that you won't want to miss. Let's dive right in. So here's what went down. On June 30th, Space Pioneer, a Chinese commercial space company, was running a static fire test of the first stage of their Tianlong-3 rocket at a facility in Gongyi, Henan province. Now, a static fire test is supposed to keep the rocket firmly on the ground while its engines fire up, but this time things went way off script. Amateur footage from local citizens shows the 9-engine test stage igniting and, unexpectedly, taking off. Normally, clamps and structures are used to keep the stage in place during such tests, but somehow, this stage broke free. Imagine seeing that rocket just lift off into the sky when it's supposed to stay put. The stage climbed for about 50 seconds before its engines shut off, and then it fell back to Earth, causing a massive explosion when it hit the ground. Thankfully, no one was hurt, according to Henan officials. The impact was intense, with much of its kerosene liquid oxygen propellant still on board, resulting in a huge blast. Space Pioneer later stated that a structural failure at the connection between the rocket body and the test bench was to blame. Their onboard computer did shut down the engines automatically, which is a small win in a situation like this. This test was supposed to be a step towards an orbital launch of the Tianlong-3, a rocket that's benchmarked against SpaceX's Falcon 9. Space Pioneer had even secured $207 million in new funding just earlier this month. Now, this incident might cause significant delays, especially with their plans for a new commercial launch at Wenchang Spaceport on Henan Island. This mishap is particularly shocking because, while issues during rocket development aren't uncommon, a stage breaking free and launching during a static fire test is practically unheard of. It brings to mind the SpaceX Starship prototype explosion during a static fire test back in 2020. But this situation is quite unique. The timing couldn't be more dramatic either, coming right after China's successful Chang'e 6 mission, which brought back the first-ever lunar farside samples. Now, Space Pioneer will need to analyze this incident and restart testing with new hardware as soon as possible. This event could have broader implications for China's commercial space sector, which has been receiving strong backing from various levels of government. Delays to the Tianlong-3 could impact China's ambitious plans for building mega constellations and boosting their overall launch capacity. Just last year, Space Pioneer became the first Chinese commercial company to reach orbit with their Tianlong-2 rocket. The Tianlong-3 is a much larger and more powerful rocket, capable of lifting 17 tons to low Earth orbit. It's a significant step up and was expected to help China ramp up its space capabilities. Alright, space fans, that's all for today's explosive update. What do you think about this incident? Do you think Space Pioneer can bounce back quickly? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest space and science news. Until next time, keep looking up.